Joining me now, Fox News senior strategic analyst and retired four-star General Jack Keane. General, good to see you this morning. Happy Monday to you.
Same to you, Sandra.
So are you, too, skeptical of North Korea saying it's suspending its nuclear testing?
Well, anybody that has any knowledge of the Kim dynasty has got to be skeptical, sure, and I know for a fact the White House certainly is that. But look, and we're dealing with a liar and a cheater and a regime that has always used negotiations to gain favor, to their program. But all of that, I'll tell you, Sandra, this seems to have a different feel to it for me, and here's why. I mean, Kim Jong-un is going out of his way to kind of be in a breathtaking diplomatic blitz here that's been going on for weeks, getting himself invited to the South Korean Olympics. As a result of that, inviting President Moon from South Korea to a summit. After that, inviting President Trump to a summit, going to China and announcing in China that he's committed to denuclearizing. Then he takes off the table the fact that U.S. troops do not have to leave South Korea as a condition for negotiations, and now this freeze. The truth is, those are all positive signs, to be sure, but we don't know how serious this guy is because he's never been truthful with us. That's the problem we have. We're about to find out, and I think we should take some comfort in the fact that the administration is going into this clearly understanding who they're dealing with, and the president has gone out of his way to say, look, I've got one outcome here, denuclearize North Korea. And if it isn't moving in that direction, then I'm not going to participate any longer.
It's fascinating, General, to hear you say, and it sounds like you're going off of feel, that while we've seen this before, this time feels different. So what is going to have to happen now to solidify that feeling and to make you think that they are on the right track?
Well, I suspect something positive is going to come out of the summit this week with President Moon and the North Korean leader. Another positive step in the right direction. I mean, they've been talking in the media about doing away with the armistice, the Korean War, and potentially at some point pulling their armies off the demilitarized zone. That'd be pretty significant. But I still say, until we get into the room and we're actually able to talk about what Kim Jong-un has for conditions, he probably wants to take years to do this, and our president's not going to put up with that. We're going to want to do this in months, not years. Kim Jong-un wants to, he's freezing right now, nuclear testing and ballistic missile testing. He probably also wants to take a long time to disable these weapon systems and then an even longer time to dismantle them. We're not going to want to do that. We're going to want to get on with this, and we want to verify, we want to inspect every site, every bit of that process. When we get into those level of details, I think we're going to find out finally, is this guy really up to what he says he is, that he intends to denuclearize?
Can I ask you about a couple words that you just used there, General, because experts have been weighing in since this announcement by North Korea came out on the use of the word suspension when talking about its nuclear testing. North Korea used that word and did not use the word freeze. A big difference there. Is that worth us noticing and pointing out?
Well, they've stopped their testing. And at least that's what they say they're going to do. And they've done that before, and they've resumed testing. I mean, resuming testing is just a matter of giving an order. So there's nothing by stopping testing that's going to put their program behind. It leaves it right where it is. That's why I say it's a freeze. It leaves it in place. Right. But he can restart it at any time that he feels like, and there's been a history of having done that.
Final thought here. I only have a few more seconds, General, but do you think that this administration fully understands and has a grip on the threat coming from North Korea, even as this development comes in?
Oh, God. Yes, absolutely. They are really involved in this. And any thought that I've seen in the media and by some other people that the president's going to go into this thing and not be properly prepared for this is an absolute absurdity. He's got a great team around him. He's got a grasp out of himself, and he's very comfortable in dealing one-on-one, even with a person like this. I think the president's actually looking forward to it.
Interesting. Here we are in the final days of April here. I mean, this summit, this meeting between